Welcome in. My name is Josh. This is Gaming Joy channel, and we are going to play some No Man's Sky night. I know we normally play Farm Sim on this going night, but there's a bunch. The Giants released a new patch today, and last I checked, my system was still verifying the patch, and it was taking multiple hours. I don't know what's going on. Didn't want to press it for the stream, and I've heard there's been lots of bugs with the patch and a lot of the new stuff they introduced. None of it works. All kinds of problems. So we're not going to play Farm Sim tonight. We're going to play No Man's Sky. We started this on yesterday's stream, and we are jumping in to kind of play the storyline of No Man's Sky. Now, I want to be really clear about this. My goal here is to play the storyline. And to do that, I'm going to sort of bypass the grind by some techniques that I'll show you. But I'm going to bypass the grind because a lot of this game is the grind of collecting things and or buying things to kind of upgrade your character and get going, right? And that's totally fine. That's part of every gameplay. But since my goal here is really to experience the storyline. This one I want this maybe. There's no camera. Great. Since I want to experience the storyline itself, I want to focus on doing just that. I want to experience the story. That's what's going on. The camera's not working. So let's get the camera turned on. It just needs to be powered on. Boop-a-da-boop. And resume. Got the camera on and bloop, bloop, bloop. 1.8. Properties. Switch to this one. Switch to that one. Boop. Hi. There you go. There I am. Anyways, so I want to focus on the storyline, and to do that, I don't want to have to focus on money, because if you're focusing on like trying to build enough money to play the game, then you miss the storyline. And I think that personally, that to me, that's kind of not necessarily fun. So we're gonna go ahead and do some stuff to kind of not do the storyline. I mean, not do the grind part. So one of the things is that, so we're at the Anomaly, and we're here at the Anomaly for the very first time. Now, where it's telling us to go is to go up there in that room, which we will go to in just a minute. Actually, let's go there first, and then we'll do the kind of, it's not really cheating, but whatever. But so we're here in the Anomaly for the first time. All of these people you can talk to, and there's good reasons to talk to them. But right now, we're going to go continue with the storyline and get going. And one thing that No Man's Sky does a lot is whenever they do a release, they do Twitch drops. And the Twitch drops are cool for both streamers as well as people watching the streams. Because no, the Anomaly is not the space station. I'll explain that in a second. Because the Twitch drops allow you to get stuff for the game just by watching people's streams, and then those things you can collect here at the Anomaly. So that's what we're going to do in a little bit. But right now we're going to go in here to talk to this person. This is Priest Entity Nada. This is the next step from where we were yesterday. Hey Raz, how's it going? I am Priest Entity Nada. I'm Divergent Corvax. So keyword there is divergent. She's not a regular Corvax, she's divergent. Welcome to our Anomaly. Home is pleasant, yes. Polo's own design, a perfect bubble. Beyond the Sentinels, beyond the vengeful Corvax. So she strayed away from the Corvax race. She's divergent. Nada watches the time come and go. Ask about Artemis, because that's the guy we heard about. We were in our spaceship. We heard about Artemis. Actually, I should move my face. My face is in the way of the dialogues. Move your face, fool. Let's move our face over in this general direction. Perhaps the internet. I don't know the number. She does not know their number. She thinks of everything in numbers. Nada's not cared about. Think of iterations about numbers. They were lost to us. Highly improbable. Our anomaly is lost to the Sentinels, but none should be lost to the anomaly. So in other words, the anomaly is kind of hidden from the Sentinels, and the Sentinels are like the peacekeeping race of this world. I'm trying to fix my camera. There we go. The anomaly is the peacekeeping race. I'm sorry, the Sentinels are the peacekeeping race. So we're trying to figure out more about them, and we can go through this dialogue and ask all their questions. So ask about Nada. Who are you? Nada awoke with the death of Korvax Prime. So something happened with the death of Korvax Prime for her to awaken Nada. We could understand why such things happen. She likes to talk about herself in third person, and why we are alone. Now I am divergent. The convergence does not see through my eyes. Nada's not alone anymore. Nada's with Polo Friend. Many other friends visit. Our convergence is small, but Nada's happy. So she's basically here in this thing. It's a space station, sort of, but it's not a space station. So we have space stations here, and we have the anomaly. So they call it the space anomaly. But welcome in, Raz. Thanks for coming along. Ask about Polo. Polo Friend found Nada. Found my signals. There's a lot to do with this game about signals and finding signals and connecting signals. So you'll see more about that in a little bit. Now Nada finds other signals and makes other people safe. Makes sense. The station has been calling to me since I woke up on the planet. Perhaps it is called Artemis as well. So the space station is calling people. Maybe it's calling Artemis. Ask about the space station. Beyond what is outside, our anomaly wanders free. Free like Nada to observe, to search. The Sentinels, the Atlas, they do not care for this place. I feel their eyes hunting us. So, essentially, go speak to Polo Friend. Perhaps they might know more about the missing Artemis. They perceive things differently. So this is Polo, but essentially this building is the anomaly. And wherever you are, whatever system you're in, whenever you get into that system, you can cause the anomaly to spawn. And it'll spawn right where you are. So once you get to this point in the storyline, you can spawn the anomaly whenever you want, which is a good thing. Let's talk to Polo. Polo talks about stuff. He talks in kind of Gek speak. He's a little bit confusing in the way he talks. Friends everywhere, friends of all shapes and sizes. Artemis Friend, you are where they should be. Does not seem possible. So I'm in the place of Artemis for some reason. But all things are possible, such as the universe. We will find them, no doubt. There's always a signal, always a trace. Ask how. Our home will see to it. When you leave, you will not be where you were. You will be closer. What does that mean? Or maybe not. Discovery is exciting, yes. Before you leave, perhaps spend some time with the other friends. We all help each other here. So he wants me to go talk to the other people around here and talk to the other people around here. He wants me to learn about blueprints, learn about base parts. Okay, this is what you're supposed to do. So from here, just follow the little icons, right? So one icon is going to be over here with this guy who's got a Helios. He has a really weird face, but he's an iteration. He envies us because we're able to leave and we're able to live physical life. Perhaps you might help an old soul. Share the things you've seen. Yearn for stars, learn for the data of discovery. So give data, planets. So every time you talk to him, he asks for some kind of a data. And if you have that data, you can give it to him. And he will give you nanites for that data. And so you need nanites to move forward. So he's giving you 150 nanites. He always gives you 150 the first time. Doesn't matter what you give him. Over time, he gives you kind of a scale of nanites. This is the iteration. This is Ares. Ares is asking for stuff too. Can you talk to him? He doesn't want to talk to me now. All right. This is the appearance modifiers. You come in here and you can change how you look. I already did that once. We're going to do it again in a few minutes. This is a sequencer for eggs, which we don't need to deal with now. Come across here, yada, yada, yada. There's other people hanging out in a bunch of different places. Like there's a person right here on the stairs. I don't remember whether this person wants to talk to me or not. He's just very welcoming. You can ask questions. This is the best descriptive describe the place between places. You are a perfect fit here. You're not home at most, but a niche in the stars. You're always welcome. So you're always welcome here. You can go through the dialogues on your own. There's a lot more to hear or learn about like the lore and stuff. The next step is to come all the way over here, to talk to this guy, right? Now see that thing right there behind him? We're gonna look at that in a minute, but we're gonna talk to Celine. So your suit is an extension of yourself. And this is how you get upgrades to your suit. Now, these are up. So there's two types of upgrades. One is upgrades you buy here, and this is the only place to buy them, where you buy things that make your life better. I have 323. I know what I want to get because I've done this before. So I'm going to get the hazmat gauntlet because I want that. I'm going to hit return. I'm going to talk to this person again. I don't have enough for the personal refiner because that's what I really, really want is the personal refiner. We'll get everything here at some point, but we need more nanites. And that's the next thing. And you're supposed to talk to this guy. This guy will help you get upgrades for your starship upgrades. And so as you can see, everything here costs nanites. Everything here, and a lot of this stuff is stuff that you learn how to make, and then you have to craft it. So almost everything here you have to craft and provide parts and pieces to make stuff. But this is one of the next big things we're going to want, and I'll show you why. And then every time you call in the anomaly from a space a system of planets, every time you'll be able to access this thing right here, this exosuit upgrade. And what this does is let you buy additional slots for your exosuit. So this whole grid of slots, this will eventually scroll, which means more space to store stuff. So you always want to come here and get it. Now it goes up in price over time. It just doubles every time. So first time is 1,000, second time is 2,000, then 4,000, then blah blah. So it keeps going up and up and up. But you want to do that to be able to keep adding to your inventory. And then there's a guy over here who has upgrades for weapons. There's a guy over here who has upgrades for exocraft, which we don't have yet. And then the middle one is upgrades for construction, which we can get at the construction research station. No big deal. All right, so we'll finish the storyline. Who's next? Let's look at our log. Go back to, so every time you buy something new, it wants you to install it right away. Since I'm not going to do this right away, I'm going to go back to here, Space Anomaly. We're supposed to explore it, and now it should tell us the next thing to do. I already did that. Oh, I have to go to the construction station next. Now, I can access all of this construction research station stuff from the little portal thing that I put in my building. But I don't have any salvage data, so all I have to do right now is just read it. And then go back to speak to Nada. Have you seen them? Nada wishes they could. Nada regrets much. She hasn't seen Artemis. She doesn't know where. Traveler enemy is free to make their own path. Just go ahead and find Artemis. Explore with others. Travel, see great sights. Proceed as you will. We will always aid you. Others will aid you also. Even if you seek the Crimson Lair. If you ask for help and she gives you more explanation, I'm not going to read all of it. You're always welcome here. You can go back here. You can ask her again. Talk to her again. But it doesn't matter. Anyways. It's just depending on what you pick there, depends on which of these three things it sets as your goal. Because I picked exploration, it says track a black hole. That's my goal next. That's not what I want. I want to go find Artemis. So we're going to click on Artemis, and this locks it into our log as our next goal. So now we have to go back to space. Now, so the difference between this place is if you haven't, I'm not going to read all of it. I don't have time for that. So the difference between this place and everywhere else is there's two things you can do here that you can't do anywhere else. One is this, right? And this is the Nexus. And the Nexus has like quests that I can do. It'll say, hey, go kill X 53 monsters. You can make $453,000, right? Archiving an ecosystem. You can survey a planet. It takes time. It'll give you 5 Star Shield batteries and 334 nanites. This is a really good way to earn stuff. And then Quicksilver is a whole nother thing that you can buy stuff, whatever. It's a whole nother currency. There's multiple currencies in this game. Basically, units, nanites, Quicksilver are the 3 currencies. Units, nanites, Quicksilver. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass the earning and the nanites because I want to see all of the storylines. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and the game has a couple things. Like I have things for Quicksilver, right? And if a Quicksilver is all of this stuff, I have to buy the thing. And once I buy it, I can get that thing. So I've already bought this liquidator left arm thing. I can get this and it'll just put it in my inventory or whatever, right? And this all costs the Quicksilver. I don't have any Quicksilver on this account, but once you buy for one account, you can use it on all your accounts. Expedition rewards are the expeditions. Now, sometime soon in the next month or so, they will probably be doing a new expedition. And a new expedition, every time they do a new release, they do an expedition. The expeditions are always a ton of fun, but the goal of the expedition is to teach you about all the new things they introduced in that patch, which is super fun. I love expeditions. Expeditions are one of my favorite things. When you do the expeditions, you get rewards. Now, all of these rewards, you can access those rewards at any time on any save. So there's some cool stuff here, like we have expedition rewards are great, so we can come in here. Now you can only collect these once per game save. So in this game save, I can't get this trophy more than once. But I'm going to grab a couple things here from the expedition rewards to change my appearance just for fun, and I'll show you the appearance modifier one more time. We're going to get, so we're also going to get a starship. The question is, do we get this one, the Iron Vulture, or do we get the Speedster? I've never used the Speedster before, but the Vulture is pretty cool. I want to look like that. This one's really nice. I definitely need that. And then there's also, if we go back in, there's also Twitch rewards. Now the Twitch rewards, you have to link your No Man's Sky account to Twitch, your Twitch account. And then when there's an expedition, or like they did a couple days ago, up until yesterday, they had 5 days of Twitch rewards. And if you watch Twitch streamers during that time, as you're watching, you gain time. And over time, you unlock multiple things. And basically the maximum is 3 hours, and you unlock something at the end of it. So what you end up doing is you get ships like this. Like this ship is an A-class ship, right? And it gives me the ship as it exists right here. And so what I can do, this one's pretty similar to my ship, but my ship says C or D class. I think it's a C class. And this is an A class. So it's going to be a better ship. It's going to be a faster ship, and it's going to be more valuable. So one thing I can do, and I'm going to do it now, I'm just going to show you, is I'm going to hit compare. Authenticated starship trading bonus. I'm going to see if this still works. This used to work, and it looks like it might not work anymore. Huh, let's find out. So I'm going to claim this ship, this one right here. I'm going to claim it. All right, which means that ship is over here. This is one of the expedition rewards. So this is a much better ship than I had. I'm gonna get in it. It looks similar to the ship I had, but just a little bit different. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go down over to the space station, not the Anomaly, the space station. And I'm gonna sell this ship if I can. I don't know if it's gonna let me, but I'm gonna try. So go here. Oh wait, Artemis is trying to talk to me. Boop. Ooh, now I can actually see him. Cool. Shh. Where is there anyone out there? It's outside. It something's wrong with what's wrong? I asked the stranger what is wrong. There's a moment's pause. The only sound I hear in the background is the hiss of cosmic radiation. You found me. There's so little light. I thought I'd never hear another soul again. I really did. How did you find my voice? I found your crashed ship, dude. Tell the stranger about the abandoned starship wreck and how I found the communicator ID and the distress beacon. I began to mention the anomalous space station and they cut me off. It's outside, but I think I'm safe. There are 16 of them. They look just like... what are the 16? Fear and confusion danced in the eyes of the stranger. After a few moments of silence, they turned to me, imploring. You don't know who you are, do you? It lied to me. It lied to all of... Sound cuts out, but their face lingers on silent before it too fades into nothingness. That's it. This must be Artemis, and they are clearly in need of help. I need to find a way to boost their signal. Okay, so now we're going to go to the space station. I want to see if I can sell this ship. So one big difference between the space station and the Anomaly is at the Anomaly, you can choose which ship is your main ship. But at the space station, you can't. So at the space station, the only way to change your ship is to sell your existing ship. So this space station is here. We're going to go... Oh, this is a cool looking space station. I like the kind of pink glow to it. So now this is my ship. I still have the other ship. You're allowed to have multiple ships in your inventory. The limit used to be 6, but I think they changed it. I don't know what the limit is now. If anyone knows, please let me know. I'm going to run up here. And... Nope. I got the navigation data. I wanted the navigation data. That's good. We're going to go back to the Anomaly in a minute. Okay, I didn't need to go upstairs. I needed to go down here. So I'm going to come here. Starship outfitting. I can salvage this ship. Right? And so begin salvage analysis. Oh, really? It's not going to give me the 3 million or whatever. It's just going to give me a small amount for the Twitch rewards. Interesting. Huh. What do you mean inventory full? Leave. You need inventory space, so I guess sell some stuff. Sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Sell that. Okay, sold a bunch of stuff. Let me go get another slot. Have I ever gotten the backpack slot up here? Nope. Get my other backpack slot. Keep getting your backpack slots. This one's $5 grand. The last one was only $1. So it looks like they nerfed the Twitch rewards. That's okay. Begin salvage analysis. Claim scrap. Actually, I just remembered something. Can I... I can harvest these things, and I think I can sell them. There we go. Ooh, this is one of my favorite kinds of haulers, too. Look at that. So I'm trying to make some money here is what I'm trying to do. And you want to talk to all these people. I'm not going to talk to them right now, so I have another goal in mind right now. Come in here. Yep, that's great. Purchase, sell. Huh. Only 16, okay. Interesting. So regardless of what was left in the ship, so you'll lose all the inventory. It'll process for scrap. It'll give you what you have. Right? Components destroyed. But they gave me some stuff that I can sell. So these things right here, these two modules that were in the ship, and then this thing I can sell for 168,000 units, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to this guy. Says I sold that ship. Blah, blah, blah. I'm speeding through the dialogues because I've seen them before. Sell. I can now sell that photon cannon module for 307 nanites and 304 nanites. So I just made 700 nanites in a couple seconds. And then I'm going to come across to... Where is he? The new layout for these space stations is odd. Where's the merchant? Here he is. Oh, that's cool. What are you? A fossil collector? I don't even know what that means. Talk to the scrap dealer. Ask what they're selling. Purchase old scrap. Sell. Then I'm going to go and sell that thing, the spool of nano cables, right? I get 167 grand. And I just made 167 grand. Now, I still have a ship. Right? This was an expedition reward. So from that expedition, I just got 700 nanites for a few minutes of work. Now now here's the thing with the anomaly, right? Right now the anomaly is somewhere around here, but it's pretty far away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly away from the place just a little bit. And I'm gonna call in the anomaly again, right here. So it's nice and close. Now, since it's the same system, I can't get the same backpack again. But that was a Twitch reward. I wonder if I can sell the expedition rewards. Because maybe because I know it looks like they nerfed it. But I don't remember if it was just Twitch rewards or expedition rewards. So come over here and claim, let's claim an expedition reward. Ship. And collect expedition rewards. Let's collect this one, this first one. Actually, that's a cool looking ship. Golden Gek. Get the Normandy later. Just the Utopia speeders left? This thing's S-Class? Dang. That thing looks awesome. Decline. I haven't looked at these. Expedition rewards. Let's look at the speeder. Let's see if this works. This is also S-Class. Not as much cool stuff. Compare. This one, if I sell it, I'll get $51 million. And I need 1,400 nanites to do it. So it's making me buy this in nanites, but if I sell it, I'll get $51 million. So that's the idea. We're gonna do that afterwards. I won't do that now because that'll take time. But that's essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect a bunch of this stuff. I'm gonna sell it off, and I'm gonna get some nanites and get some rewards, and that way we don't have to worry about money while we're following the storyline. So for now, we're gonna go in here and what's the vote, folks? Do I use this one, the Boundary Herald, or do I use this one, the Iron Vulture? What's everyone's vote? I could use the Golden Vector too. That one's always awesome, but I don't really like that one. Expedition rewards. Okay. So we're going to collect. You tell me. Boundary Herald or... What was the other one called? Boundary Herald or Iron Vulture? Somebody tell me. Boundary Herald or Iron Vulture? I'm going to get something else while we're waiting. Whole bunch of aircraft for Twitch rewards that I can collect. I want this. Vulture. That one looks like a Viper from Battlestar. Which one? Oh yeah, the golden whatever. It does look like a Viper from Battlestar. Now are all of these going to be like not see all of the Twitch rewards are now not worth anything. They used to be worth a lot and now they're not worth anything. And so they don't want you to do this to the Twitch rewards because you don't actually have to play the game for the Twitch rewards. The expedition rewards you can sell because you have to actually do a hell of a lot of work to get those. That makes sense. Yeah, the golden ship. We're not going to use that one. I don't like that one at all. It's actually not fun. It's not that great to fly. This one's S-Class too. We could use this. Yeah, they must have nerfed it over time. Let's use this one for now. I've never used this one before. This one, chill. Oh. Hold on. We'll use the speeder for now. Let's use the speeder. Compare. It's not gonna let me. It's not gonna let me move my stuff. Oh, I can't buy it. I don't have enough nanites. What the hell? That's annoying. Twitch rewards. Let's get a different ship for fun. I need to make some nanites. So let's go pick a random ship from a Twitch drop. And we'll sell that one too. Compare. Claim ship free. And we're going to change our appearance real quick. So we collected a couple other things for the appearance modifier. It's reminding me to go use the appearance modifier. So we're going to go use it real quick and change how we look. With some cool stuff that we got from doing hard work. Head. We have that one. We have that one. We have that one. That one looks funky. Like the Darth Maul one, kind of. We're gonna use the Darth Maul one for now. I have what's Skyborn? I've never seen Skyborn. Is Skyborn something you're just getting for free? What does Skyborn look like? I've never seen the full Skyborn look. Yes. This is the new Skyborn look. That's interesting. That does basically look like a bounty hunter, like a Vader bounty hunter. I actually like this helmet. It's a cool looking helmet. 5, 5, 5. This is the one that I just checked out. Cape style 2. Yes. There we go. That's it for now. I might change it back to something else. And then this is this other ship we're going to sell. And we'll use the Radiant Pillar for a little while until we get the next step in the process. Because we already wasted too much time. Before, all the space stations were one of like 3 different shapes. And they did an update recently. Not recently, about a year ago, where they changed the shape of all of the space stations. They changed the look of it. Okay. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that. These are all things that I can use for other stuff. And now I'm going to go salvage this ship. Evening, guys. Hey, Nacho. This is No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is... literally, it's been out for 9 years. I've played it for about 3 of those years. I started in 2021. It's now 2025. Begin salvage analysis, yada yada. Claim scrap worth 100, whatever. That's not very much. I'm gonna claim the scrap. Great. Oh shoot! I just lost all that inventory stuff. Dang it! Oh, I totally botched that again. No, I'm trying to talk to the merchant. Purchase upgrade modules. Sell. Hyperdrive. Starship. Thank you. How many nanites do I have now? Where's my HUD? Ah, 1344. That's an, I need this. Nano cables. Still don't have enough. That's okay. I'll go on a selling spree after I do the next journey step. So yes, there's a lot of storyline to do. Right now I'm just trying to get a cool ship. But I can't get it yet because stuff. Whatever. I'm going to play the game. So where we're supposed to go is on our HUD. So if we come into our log is telling us here, alone amidst the stars, locate a long distance transmitter. So we have to locate a long distance transmitter. So I need to locate a long distance transmitter. I'm going to hit scan. I need to find a hollow terminus. So right now I'm trying to. So there's multiple like missions that I can be on. To answer Nacho's question, this one helps me to find Artemis. This one is to figure out how to get beyond the system. This one is another path of exploration, which is to find the Atlas. And then this one is to how to find a black hole. So right now I'm going to do the Artemis storyline because that's the primary storyline of the game. The Atlas one is like the other primary storyline. You can choose which one to do. I'm going to do the Artemis one because I've never finished it. So this is telling me where there is a long distance transmitter, which is over here on this planet. So I'm going to go over this planet and check it out. Now this ship that I'm on is the original ship that you get when you start the game. I'm just selling some like reward ships that I got for previous expeditions and or Twitch drops. And I'm just selling them for free money essentially. And they nerfed it sometime in the past couple of years. You used to get a lot of money for those. Now they're basically giving you junk money. And I still don't have enough money to actually get the thing that I want. And when there's clouds, that means the planet you're going into can have storms. So this is where I'm landing. This is the planet I'm on. I've never been to this planet before. I do know what to look for. So somewhere near here is going to be a communications tower. And I know what they look like. But I don't see it right away, so I'm going to go ahead and land. And when you land and you're trying to find something, you get out of your ship and you... Whoop. Stay away from that thing. It's going to explode. And if I pull up my visor, I have to go that way 981 meters. That's a long way to walk. Where's my ship? It was this way. 981 meters. I just need the general direction. Seriously? Where's the communications tower? Sometimes these things are really annoying to find. I should be heading east. I guess I'm heading east, not the direction I was thinking. So I should be heading east. 1,000 meters. Kind of like a drunk sailor flying this thing. Yeah, I think so. You probably could. Dude, seriously? I'm just gonna walk. Trying to find this place is being really annoying. Yeah, there's no red dot. So you got to make sure to keep your toxic protection up, especially when you're on a planet that's currently like constantly destroying you. Now you can buy stuff if you had nanites, which I don't yet, to help with the toxic stuff. That's okay. We'll get there. There's a lot of early game like leveling you kind of have to do that just stinks as a grind. It's about half the time I can find these things. The first, like, just find it. There it is. Half the time I don't. Gosh, you can't see anything, huh? All right, here we go. Let's collect some nanites. I'm gonna wait the storm out. Go to my multi-tool. This is my new multi-tool, by the way. Let's move. Actually, no. Multi-tool. Can I move it? I forget how to move. Move here. Move here. Move here. The neutron cannon, if I remember, is... I don't know. Kind of a pain in the butt. But we want to install something. We want to install this. We don't have either of the things that do that. We need nanotubes and what was the other one? Oh, wiring loom. I don't know how to make that yet. Okay. Storm's done. I'm going to climb to the top of this tower because I want to go figure out more about this Artemis guy. Hey, Lisa. How's it going? Welcome in. We're playing No Man's Sky tonight. This is the beginning of the Artemis storyline. I've never actually finished this storyline. Or I might have. I don't really remember. I can't remember whether I finished it or I watched someone finish it in a video. Okay, so this needs a power condenser. I need to charge it with sodium. I'm activating the hollow terminus. Activate. Blah, blah, blah. Holographic communication across distances. Tuned to Artemis's frequency. So we're going to try to talk to Artemis some more. Figure out what's going on with his story. Okay. And so now we're going to do this. Ooh. Now I can talk to him. Hey, Artemis. What's up, dude? Who's there? It's you again, isn't it? Yes, it's me. You really are real. Yes, I am real. I'm really real. I'm sorry. It's hard to think here. Something's wrong with the... It's easy to create bitter reality when you have to. I thought you might be a dream. I'm sorry. I haven't heard another voice in so long. Not since I cut the speaker from my exosuit. It said such terrible things. Who are you, dude? The stranger smiles through the static. I'm just like you. You are a traveler of worlds, aren't you? How do you know? They do not respond with speech. They transmit a vision. A red star in a fragile world. I do not understand the shapes within, the whispers. I see life forms scattered in the far reaches of the galaxies. I see this stranger's first breath, yearning for the stars. I see myself slumbering in the crimson void, waiting for a dream of worlds. Is that what he's doing? And through the darkness, I hear it said. Anomaly detected. Uh-oh. Designation, Traveler. Now I can awaken. What I just showed you now, it has haunted me since I awoke. You must recognize it too. Maybe. We are the travelers, discoverer of worlds. From the moment you opened your eyes, you must have known you were not like the others. So did I. Before I became stranded here, I was on a journey to somewhere, and to finally meet. I cannot be a coincidence if you found my signal. So tell me, do you have the data log from the crash ship? Yes, I do. Upload it. I upload it, including the train's transmission for the data that I found, the crash vessel. Boop, boop, boop. Much of the equipment is damaged. I'm alone on foot, stranded on a sunless world. I don't even know how your signal is reaching me. But this ship you found, it belonged to me once. Perhaps there is hope after all. We need to work out where we both are. If you build a signal booster across the system, you should be able to triangulate your system. Your position. I'll be able to find my way out. You'll get the answers you seek. Agree to the plan. Hell yes. Thank you, Traveler. You're going to save my life. You're going to find me. All right, so I talked to Artemis, and now I know how to make a signal booster, which I have to build. So let's build one. We need metal plating. I have everything else. So I'm going to jump off. Skydiving. Just kidding. Careful if you do that. You will kill yourself. And then because this is a place. Oh my gosh. Lobster, dude. I must have already landed here. I already knew about the lobster. Getting good money? No, I'm still not getting good money. Okay. Alright, so this, I can use this thing and call my starship. And it brings my starship over to me. I can always call my starship pretty much anywhere, but this is where. And I know, Bruce, you add upstairs, up to above, not that red dot. So whenever the game gives you a location for something, it gives you like a random close location, but not the actual location. It gives you a close proximity to that location, which is super annoying, honestly. The hydrogen jelly, multi-tool, install. I don't know if this gun is even that good. We'll get a better gun, but I need to dig in the ground. The targeting for these things is all off. It's like above it by like a couple meters. It's been like that since we started the game. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to triangulate the position for Artemis. Yoink. Triangulate position. Locate nearby structures. So that's what the signal booster is for. It allows you to locate nearby structures. So it's going to tell me that there's a beacon over there, which is kind of cool. So now I'm going to pick this up. You don't have to leave it there. You can pick it up. It's totally fine. Come over here and collect this just in case. Got some nanites. And so it's telling me that the next place I have to go is on this other planet to triangulate the position. So I'm just going to go to the next planet. Our goal here is to talk to Artemis, so we're just going to keep going through that. I can scan the planet. Ahead, this is a contoured planet. Any planet that only has like silver, gold, and copper like that, these are going to be like anomalous planets, essentially. And this is, you can exit, and if you do this, you can have like a trader to trade with, which is kind of cool. Blah, 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 blah. I have no idea what he's saying. He's going to allow me to sell or buy what he has. I don't actually want any of what he has, but he's going to allow me to sell stuff if I wanted to. So I could potentially sell something that I have for money if I needed the money. But the most expensive thing I have is the salvage data. So if you're looking to make money, collect salvage data. There's hundreds of thousands of them on every planet. What I really need is not what he's selling, so I'm just going to ignore him and keep going to where I was trying to go. Why can't I? There it is. Like, why can't I point at the thing I want? Yoink. These planets always look really cool or weird, or they have some kind of like weird thing on the surface. They just look totally different than anything else. I mean, look at us coming through this like space cloud. What is going on? Weird. I don't know if that's a visual glitch or this planet. Oh, it's this planet. So if you look at this planet, it has this like weird, like warping, blah, 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 blah. These planets will only have like one or two different types of flora or fauna, and they'll usually only have one type of one animal. So one way to make money is I can go here and I can go to escape discoveries, and because I actually got all of the fauna for this planet, I go here and I register completion. So if you discover and scan all of the fauna on a single planet, you can get 250 nanites. So I just made the 250 nanites that I actually needed to go get the next ship. So that's super cool. There's also gold and silver here, which I can collect if I wanted to. Oh, it looks like my next area to go to is actually pretty handy. That. I'm not really digging my armor right now, actually. I can get an exosuit upgrade. Sweet. I need antimatter housing, sodium nitrate, carbon nanotubes. Okay. Carbon nanotubes, antimatter housing, and sodium nitrate, which means I need metal plating. What's going on? Uh-oh. Localized gravity inversion. That's awesome. That was pretty cool. Gravity is inverted here. That's super cool. Never seen that before. I need sodium nitrate, which I sold earlier. They have moons you can go to, and the moons have less gravity, obviously, because it's a moon. Stop processing. I think I only need 10. And I come in here and get an exosuit upgrade. Boop, boop, boop. You can find these on planets. These are called drop pods. Upgrade. And then I'm going to put down the signal booster. And it should say triangulate position. Nice. What? Hold on. Oh, what? No, 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 no. This is a weird ass planet. I've never been on a planet like this. But every planet is different. Some planets have like color shifts too. Like where all the colors of the planet are like shifted in some weird way. Or like they're like monochrome planets where everything is monochrome. It's very strange. The one thing that this game does an amazing job of is making you really feel like you're in an alien world. There's some things that are kind of the same everywhere. Like these snappy dudes. are the same everywhere. This is actually a enemy, I think. Yeah. I just got a hex core. What in the heck? What's a hex core? It's not worth very much. A strange energy orb. Don't know what that's for, but I'll take it. Where's my ship? All right, next place that I have to go is over here somewhere. Sometimes you can teleport from on planet, sometimes you can't. That was a weird planet. That was actually one of the weirder planets that I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot of planets. That one's extra weird. And then if we go in here, we can go into our menu while you're flying, which is pretty cool. And you can like organize things. I can take stuff out of my exosuit inventory and put it in my starship if I want. To free up some space. If you just hit X, 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 X. I want to make sure I don't sell those. X, 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 X. Do. And anytime you find one of these things, the ring, once it glows green, you can land. And you land for free. It doesn't use up your... if I look at my starship, I have this thing, which is my launch thruster, which I have to refill with starship launch fuel, which I don't have. I should probably make some before I need metal plating. I always need metal plating. All right. Now we're here, and this is where he sent me to go. But this is actually an encampment that I can talk to people at, which is kind of cool. But I can go in here and do, oops, signal booster. This is where he told me to go. We're going to triangulate the position again. Thank you. Toil guy. He's like, there's a guy here who's like wants to talk to me. He's inside this building somewhere. I just gotta find the entrance to the building. Where the hell's the entrance? Here it is. See this? See that guy right there? He's like, he really wants to talk to me. What? What do you want, dude? I have no idea what he just said. But because I haven't learned their language yet, he wants me to give him money, tap the pad, or pat them on the head. These guys always want money, so I'm going to say give me money. Sweet. He just gave me a movement module, which is fantastic, and I will sell that for money. Where's your friend? Don't you usually have a friend in these things? No. Down here. Oh, I can't get in? That's annoying. This is a satellite station or something? An observatory? Blah, blah, blah. Scanning the size for new Ipsons. I struck gold. A beacon is supposed to be in a transmission sequence awaits response. Okay, so these are little puzzles you have to solve. And so it's like, what's the next one on the pattern? 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2. Obviously 2 1 2 1, right? And now it's going to give me the location for something. And you get this kind of cool animation whenever it tells you a location for something. This is unrelated to finding Artemis. Right? But it's there. And don't forget to look around on the walls here at these buildings. Sometimes there's like little things where you can collect stuff. But this one doesn't appear to have anything, so I'm going to go. But I'm going to go over here to this big patch of red up here. Because that's like enough oxygen for a couple weeks. And I need oxygen for my life force, so... I'm going to go collect some oxygen. Give me a minute. Anytime you find oxygen, collect it, because oxygen is the one thing you can't buy in the stores. Doesn't matter how much you try to glitch some money, you can't buy oxygen in stores. In normal game mode, if you're playing in normal game mode, the stacks are 9,999. If you're playing on, what's it called? If you're playing on like survival mode, the stacks are like 999, sometimes 250, and they get to be really annoyingly low. So just be careful. Always collect these things. You never know what's going to give you. Put on my starship. Sometimes they give you rewards and upgrades. Anyways, always look to the left of the door. That's where the thing is going to be that you need to dig up. And this is your buried technology module, which you need for getting house upgrades and stuff like that. So always get those because you need the salvage data. And where's my ship? I'm all like flustered right now. There it is. All right. Where am I going next? I triangulated, didn't I? So if you ever forget what you're doing, return to space and contact Artemis. Okay. So if you ever forget what you're doing or what you're supposed to do next, just go to your log. And I'm doing that on PC. I'm playing on PC. You can play this with a controller. A lot of people really like playing controller. I play everything keyboard and mouse. But you just hit escape to get to your menu, and then you open this. This one, I'm hitting X to get to my menu. So I'm going to hit X and then click my mouse button, and I get to this. If you hit enter, I believe it'll also select it. Artemis says, when I first reached out to the heavens, I had no idea what to expect. The beauty, the mystery, the adventure, the danger. And here we are, aren't we? Go to a holo terminus, upload your data. Let's find each other. Okay. Locate a holo terminus. And then I'm going to hit scan to find a holo terminus. It's going to find one. See, it leads you through the storyline. And I'm still using the base ship. I'm not using anything you can't get. If you are looking to get new ships and learn how to make money quick, there's a couple different ways to do it. The more legit ways to learn money is obviously collecting things on planet and then selling them at the space station. That's a good way. One of the other ways to make both money and nanites at the same time is to do salvage ships, kind of like Artemis's ship, but those salvage ships are on every planet. There's dozens of them on every planet. And to get the salvage ship, you need to get a map, and I'll show you how to do that later. But you get a map to show you where the salvage ship is. You go and you find it, and then you fix it up a little bit, enough that you need to get it off the planet and get it back to the space station, and then you sell it. And you're basically selling it for parts. But when you're salvaging a real ship that you find, I think the new system allows you to keep those parts or some of the parts to be able to build your own new ship, which is pretty cool. So that's one of the new features. I haven't actually done that. I haven't actually built a ship yet, but that's one of the fun things I think we're going to try out at some point here. We found another one. We're going to land. We're back on that planet with the rolling balls of something. Oh, sweet. I got another microprocessor. Those are expensive. Climb this tower. Whoa. I walked right off the tower in my haste. Talk to Artemis again. Hey Artemis, what's up, dude? How's it going? Have you triangulated your position? Let me know when you're ready to receive some data. Confirm. I triangulated it. Now we're getting somewhere. Hold on, I'll just... Artemis transmits some data of their own. A star chart showing the skies around their location. I don't have any equipment. I don't know where I am. I don't even know how long I've been here. So I've taken the old-fashioned approach. I've sketched the stars. You should find plenty of locals able to match our star pattern. My ship was nearby, so we can't be far apart. I'll patch my translator through so you can understand what they're saying. You'll need to calibrate it first, but that should only take a few words. Okay? Good luck. Or maybe see you soon. Okay. He gave me a translator, which I have to make. So we're going to go here. Go here, or actually go here. Whatever. Artemis's translator. Nice. I'm going to put the hazmat gauntlets on too, because those are going to be needed at some point. And this is his translator, so he's going to help me translate stuff or something. All right. Speak with aliens on planets and space stations to learn their dialect. Learn words from ancient ruins and historical site. So now I have to go learn words. So one of the best ways to do that is to go to the space station. Now I didn't talk to the people at the space station on purpose, kind of because I knew this was coming. Oh, actually, let's go back to the planet. Will that planet have it? This planet will. So there's a couple different ways you can learn words, and I'll show you all of them, right? First of them is to talk to people. You can talk to people and learn words. The second one is to find anything that's purple is related to the race. Any icon that's purple is related to the race that's in the system you're in. So each system has different races. We're already in our second system. This system is, I don't know, Corvax or something. It might be Gek. Let's look. This is a Gek dominant life form. Right? So I'm going to learn Gek words as I go around this system. And there's like hundreds of words in multiple different alien races. There's at least three, maybe four alien races to learn their words. And so you'll learn their words just by talking to people. And I'm just going to collect the stuff because I always do. And I'm going to use my waypoint. It's going to help. A waypoint usually finds a place where people live, which is good. That's what we want next. Should find a minor settlement. Minor settlement detected. And now it's going to give me a minor settlement. And a minor settlement will have someone I can talk to, which is what I want. So the other thing I want is this thing right here. See this knowledge stone right there? I want to go to the knowledge stone. When I target it, it turns purple. So that's going to teach me something about this race. And I want my ship with me. So we're going to, so I don't have to walk back to my ship. I get in. Now, if you target something, what's going on? If you target something when you're on the ground, you lock into it. So you're still going to be locked into whatever that was in your ship, which is a good way to use your ship to fly to places. So we're going to come over here, and this is a knowledge stone. This will help you learn a word. Gek. I know that word. So any word that you've already translated should show up as green. I don't know what muse means, but we'll find out soon. Small alien life form, blah, 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 accept knowledge. The name Gek floats my vision, an echo of a strange vision I just heard. A word in this alien tug is seared into my brain. And now I learned the word for friend. So now I know the Gek word for friend, which is a good thing. And you'll just learn words slowly over time. That's one way to learn words. We can find more of those if we want. We can also go to settlement. So I'm going to go to this settlement here. It's 38 minutes away, so I'm definitely not going to fly there directly. I'm going to go up into space. Clear the clouds. I'm holding down shift to be able to fly faster, by the way. Then I'm going to use my spacebar, lock in, and fly across the planet to the minor settlement that the beacon took me to. We're going to land and then talk to the people here. We should be able to learn at least a word here, if not get some cool stuff. Minor settlements always have landing pads too, which is really nice because I don't have to spend my launch fuel. I like how they have the little icon above the people's name. They didn't have that before. Search. Get your nanites. Free nanites. Now I can talk to this guy. And usually they give you some kind of puzzle or something to solve. You have to figure out what he's saying. He smells foul. They break the substances pieces, swallow each of them whole. I know friend, Gek, and traitor. Replace. Like I've known a few words. And the Artemis thing gave me one more word, which is replace. So he emits a gas bag that smells delightful. The creature wipes their empty hands, beams at me with pleasure. I'm going to guess he wants sodium. Nope, he didn't want sodium. I guessed wrong. And then there's also weapons to buy here. If I wanted to buy this weapon, I could. I come in here. This is a C-class weapon. I can compare it against my weapon. And I can buy it if I want to. I'm not going to buy it because it's a piece of junk. I'm coming here. I need to get something from this guy. Purchase. I can purchase things from here. So like wiring looms. That's, I guess, a good price for a wiring loom. I don't know. Yeah, I don't care. But I am going to pick up some stuff from nanites from him. Purchase blueprints. These are the cheapest from these guys. So boop, 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 boop. So I learned a bunch of stuff. I'm going to hit the continue button so it's not locked. I don't want to install all this stuff right now. I might install this one because it'll help me jetpack. And I can install this one because it helps my shield. I don't have either of those things. I don't need that thing. All right. And then there's also a trade terminal at all these places. This is going to be the same prices as everything else in the region. You can see there's other stuff here to buy. I could buy any of this stuff that I want to buy launch fuel. I could. I can make all of this stuff. The only stuff you can't really make yet is this microprocessor. But I could also sell some stuff that I have. Like I can sell the Viking effigy. I don't really need that right now. Anything else here that I don't really need? Not really. But that's what these places are. Every one of these has a unique weapon. And so people will like list on the internet the locations for where cool weapons are for you to go buy. And there's a place called the NMS Coordinate Exchange. Because if I switch into screenshot mode, right? You see at the bottom left-hand side of the side of the screen, do you see that list of like coordinates? We'll talk about that later, not this episode, I mean next 1 or 2 episodes. But that list of coordinates goes to this specific galaxy. And so you can use those coordinates to get anywhere within No Man's Sky. Obviously there's not 16 of them, there's 12, but there's 12 things, there's 16 different times, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's what the coordinates are, and that's what the NMS Coordinate Exchange basically allows you to get to anywhere from anywhere, but you have to find a Stargate, essentially, and we will find one of those as part of this storyline, I believe. I ran out of fuel. Pulse engine needs tritium. Refueled. Hyperdrive needs a warp cell. This can go there. Oh. Install this 100%. I need 3 wiring looms and I need 1 antimatter. So I need more wiring looms. Then this. Hostile ship approaching. I don't want to deal with a hostile ship, actually. But we could if we wanted to. I'm not very good at dogfighting. But can't wait till we have a better ship. I know my pulse engine is disabled. This is much easier with a controller. I'm playing keyboard and mouse, so it's a little bit annoying. And I defeated some hostile ships. Good for me. And my Gek standing has increased, so the Gek are going to like me more because I defeated somebody. It's lost my log. We have to go to the space station to talk to people. That was the last thing we need to do for this step. These quests, this mission is going to be dozens upon dozens of steps, so be fair warned. Hey, Joe. Welcome in. Things are going okay. We need a wiring loom, right? We need 2 wiring looms. We should get those now. You can usually buy wiring looms here. I don't need 80 of them. I just need 2. Okay. Now we need to talk to people. So we can talk to this guy. This is Specialist Nakados. Are you a Gek? No, I'm not a Gek, dude. Blah, blah, blah. They always say the same thing. I'm not going to actually listen to all of it. Request words. Gek symbol. Yay, I learned the word federation. Blah, blah, blah. Practice language skills. If you can pick something that has to do with money, they will usually give you money. Hey, he gave me 694 credits. Who else can I talk to? The people behind the counter, you can't learn words from them. And the ships they are landing, you can't learn words from them either. So you got to find people who are wandering around. All right? We're going to learn. Hey, what's up, dude? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Request dialect help. Trade. Thank you. Practice. I always like to practice right away. Trade. He gave me money last time I said that. Hey, he gave me a gift. He gave me a nanotube crate. I don't know what that means, but I got it. If you've already talked to them, it's going to say already visited. Give me a Gek symbol. Now, if I was talking to the Korvax are like the digital guys. They want technology. And if you talk to a Viking, they're warriors. So they want aggression symbols. So you start off with the things that are going to make them happy and then learn the rest of the words. But always learn the things that are going to make them happy right away, because then I can do this. And he's going to, for the most part, sometimes they give me stuff. But see, now he says visited. So I can only talk to each person at the space station once. Blah, blah. Request dialect help. You get used to jumping through these things pretty quickly. So either their word or... And as you can see, the more I learn, the more what they say, I can actually hear. Money. They love money. Yep, thank you. Give me some money. Visited him already. Get some carbon. Here's the Viking. I can talk to this guy. I don't care. Liquidator Effigiant. This is a Viking. Request dialect help. And he is going to want either Viking or aggression. So I'll get Viking from him first. But I think you have to learn the word Viking from a Viking, just because that's how it works. Practice language skills. The only word I know is Viking, so there you go, buddy. You just taught it to me. Yay. And sometimes they'll give you stuff. Whoa. Encrypted navigation data. Oh, nice. Cool. Anything that you can, like, search, like these plants and stuff, it's always good to get what you can. So I'm just going to learn some words, talk to these people. Travel. Friendship is also a good thing for Gex and all of them, really. Practice language skills. Trader. Nope, I already talked to you. Leave. You can only make money from them or whatever once, so it doesn't make sense to talk to them again. This is a Korvax. He's obviously very technical. Request dialect help. Blah blah blah, and he's gonna want friendship or technology is good. Practice language skills, and the only word I know is the one he just taught me. Researcher. There you go. Yay. He gave me an upgrade module. Nice. I could be getting multi-suit upgrade modules if I want. I'm trying to save up my nanites for something else, so I'm going to hold off for right now. But you can sell things to anybody. And I'm going to sell that. And then that would give me enough to... This is barely enough to get a ship, so I'm going to hold off. Those are my favorite kind of ships right there. The tilt wings, or the wings. Well, I haven't talked to this guy. How many people am I supposed to talk to? I feel like I'm talking to everybody. This is taking a long time. Yep. Thank you. Practice. Reward. Yes. See, I made a bunch of money talking to those guys. All right, let's check. Press C to locate an alien outpost. Translator calibration 0. What? So none of that stuff I just did helped? Well, that's Bonta. Ugh. All of that learning didn't help at all. I should have read the words. Okay, find the outpost. Okay, find an outpost there. Supposed to go to specific alien life forms, not just any. Okay, I'm teaching you the other ways to learn more words. But this is the way, I guess, Artemis wants me to learn words. Now you can point in any direction. You don't have to point in an icon, so I can just fly off into another direction if I wanted to. I don't have to go this way. Just letting you know. By the way, we wanted to install this. Make some antimatter. What this does, the teleport receiver, even though I'm going to sell this ship, I'll save this stuff for later. But this allows me to access my starship's inventory pretty much anywhere. Okay. I swear I've already been here, but whatever. This is a different guy, I guess. A different Gek. Okay. Teach me something, my fair Gek. See, I'm learning. Look at all these words I'm learning. Quest dialect help. As I turn to leave, he pulls at my sleeve. They must have appreciated my interest in their history, and they hand me a chart with directions to an ancient relic. Ooh, I got a chart. Use the chart to locate the ancient relic. Okay, cool. Get some nanites, because I need them. I don't need to sell anything right now, because I keep spending money, but I'm not actually getting any. Purchase blueprints. I already have everything. All right. And that's not a very good weapon. Some of the best weapons are the Sentinel weapons. We'll get those later. Those are awesome. Okay. You use a planetary chart from within a starship, or you can actually use it from your inventory. It doesn't matter where you use it. So that chart we got is going to be right here in my inventory. This. And all I have to do is E, plot route, and it goes bloop, and it tells me where it is. 29 minutes. So if it's that far away, I'm going to go into space. I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to lock it in. And go there. You lock it in by holding down the E key, by the way. So when you get a planetary chart, it usually takes you right to that place versus them telling you about something where they give you an approximate location, which is nice because when they tell you where something is, you don't have to like go searching for it. That's always annoying. You can also learn words from these kind of things like this. So you go through this. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, we'll play it again. I'm kind of redoing the storyline. I've seen parts of the storyline. I've seen kind of up to the next step of the storyline, but I haven't seen past that. So we'll see. I convulse as I reach out the beautiful stone marker in my mind, filling with deadly knowledge of the true history of the Gek. We are the masters of galaxies, the overlords of the cosmos. Each foe will submit with bended knee to the almighty Gek dominion. We are the first spawn. Look for our works and despair. Seek help with language, which is what my goal is here. My knowledge of the Gek increases. I learned the word I. Okay. Learn words from a knowledge stone. I already did that. I will go do that again because I realized that I did that without doing it the way the game wanted me to do it. Where'd the knowledge stone? There it is. And then a knowledge stone. So I've learned from the 3 different locations. Again, this is kind of teaching you how to play the game. I'm sort of also teaching you too. So now we've learned how the words, get the words from different things. I've actually learned 15 words because I did it out of order. Where's my ship? I lost it. Okay, now it says, what did it say? It said, alone amidst the stars, calibrate the translator. Visit the life form and locate yourself on a star chart. Press C to scan. Large outpost detected. So now I have to go to a large outpost. Look at my broke-ass ship. I installed a little thing that makes my star trails look like they're broken. Like I'm like about to blow up. I'm not actually about to blow up, but I think it's funny. There we go. Approximate location. So they want me to go to a large thing, and they probably want me to go here. And this is a trading depot, which is kind of cool. And there shouldn't be a plant going through a launch pad because that's totally messed up. Camera is totally messed up. So this is kind of like a space station where ships will land and you can talk to the people who land here and buy their ships. All of the ships that land are going to be within like the normal ships, not any of the newfangled ships, but like I have to talk to this guy, but I can also talk to this guy. and learn more words. The learning words is like, you know, you just get used to it. You just keep doing it until you know all the words. And I want a trade symbol. Yeah. And then I can practice it. And the more you practice it, the higher your standing gets. And the standing is like helps you get new quests and things to do within the Gek, any Gek world. Or any Gek galaxy, I should say. Traders. Yay, thank you. Leave. He gave me welding soap. I don't know what that is. But if you want to know why I'm doing this, if you go over here to catalog and guide, and I do Gek standing, so everything you would do for them, you get a higher rank, right? My standing in there is 6. And so I can raise my standing up. I can complete missions for them. I can learn words. There's a total of 50 words to learn. I can do smuggling runs for them. And smuggle 10,000 units of gold. I can visit systems that are Gek systems. And all of these things have like milestones you can get to. Like how far, how much money you get, how much exploration, how your extreme survival, all that kind of stuff. So there's milestones for all those. A lot of them have, what are they called? Achievements associated with them. Not all of them. Some of them. So that's why we learn this stuff, and it helps when you're talking to them because they eventually you actually understand what they're saying, which is important. So technically, you only have to talk to 50 of them because then you learn their language. Okay. Check the data terminal. The ones on the planet at these places sometimes have kind of cool stuff. If you ever find a thing that says, it says, drop pod charts, buy all of them. It doesn't matter how much money it costs, buy them all. Because the drop pod charts will, each drop pod chart gives you another slot in your inventory. And the only way to get those slots is, it's one of the ways to get the slots, and that's the cheapest and easiest way. Oh, friend, Gek trade protocol forbids transactions with beings of unknown credit history. Uh-oh. What? Through the garble of Artemis' translator, it's clear to me that I'm not yet to make an impact on the Gek. I need to improve my reputation rank. So I raise my standing with the Gek by 2. I add mission board to space station, and I have to do mission boards. So basically, the next step here is to raise my standing with the Gek. And so I would have to go do missions before I can finish the next step in. But I can also talk to people. Blah, 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 blah. I can learn their words. That also can raise your standing over time. Trade. Let's go check out the mission board just so you guys can see what it is. First. Oh, he gave me a gift. He gave me Geknip. Don't keep Geknip on you. Sell it as soon as possible because Geknip is actually like a. It's like a. It's basically you're carrying weed, and you can get in trouble for carrying it around. Trust me. So I'm just selling all the stuff they gave me. I don't need to buy anything. Let's go do a mission. We have 10 more minutes. So we're going to go up to the space station and do a mission, because they said I need to raise my standing, so let's go raise our standing. By the way, do you see these lines in there? These lines are trade routes. If you follow the lines, those are the lines, the trade routes that you can follow when you're doing these missions. So what all those lines are is they're pointing to actually locations on planets where you can sell and trade stuff. They're kind of like faint lines. They're not actual real lines. They're just something you see from your starship navigation. But yeah. We're going to go back to the space station. In our brand new starship. And we're going to do whatever missions they have. So the mission area, if I remember correctly, because I don't really know these new space stations well yet. I know the old space stations, look at the back of my hand, but these new ones are still new to me. Oh. Hey, I haven't talked to you. Request dialect help. Aggression. Yo, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. Practice. Death. Yeah. And my Viking standing increased. Most of the rest of these people I've already talked to. Oh, I didn't talk to this guy yet. He's Korvax. Again, you have to learn all the words eventually, so... Oh, I should probably practice with him. Practice. Researcher. He gave me a sum of nanites. Yay, I needed nanites. Okay, Envoy. He's going to give me missions. No, he's not. Oh, so this is how I get... This is the Merchant's Guild. Okay. That's not the Missions Guild that I wanted. Where's the Missions Guild? Exocraft. Starship. Wait, is it you? Where's the missions? Exosuit. I mean, all these things are important, but... Where's the mission board? Damn it. Is it down here on the bottom or something? Oh, it's this guy. Obviously the one with the icon above his head that I should have been trying to find. Okay. So I get Gex standing. I need to do anything. It said any mission will give me Gex standing. But I can locate a missing person. So this is a level 1 Gex mission. It's going to be 38 grand and plus 1 Gex standing, which is what I need. I don't need mercenary standing or anything else. I need Gex standing. Find a person. The client's friend has disappeared from sight. There are many structures in the system which individual might conceal themselves. Client fears to be well-being. The time is of essence. Start mission. Okay. Mission in progress. Okay. So now I have to find the mission, which means I have to go to my site, my person. Target details are transmitted to my navigation computer. So it's going to be within my starship. I'm pressing my scan button. Potential location detected. There. And then you do missions. And then we have to do at least 2 missions to get Gex standing. And then we can go back to that. What's it called? Trade Depot. It's easy to forget, really, honestly, when you're doing this kind of stuff, that this storyline is teaching you all the different parts of the game, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so it said I'm supposed to go to a location. This is a building near the location. Look at that. It's the right location. All right. Oh, look, this is the guy I'm supposed to find. What's up, dude? I found you. Friend, I have located the missing person. The client will be relieved to know that they are well. I should transmit their location immediately. Transmit location. I transmit the location of my target. The client will do what they will. All right, cool. Thanks. Okay. So that's the one mission solved. Now I have to return to the mission agent. Which is in the space station. So I gotta fly back. This looks like the space station's behind the planet. There it is. And there we go. We just did a mission in like 3 minutes. So I might do some wheeling and dealing with my rewards. Make some money, do a couple upgrades. And we'll just continue on with our storyline. I'm just going to upgrade my character and get some stuff that I would spend lots of time collecting things to find so that we can continue the storyline without getting blocked by something as simple as nanites or credits. When I logged into my other my other account, my old main storyline mission account, I had like $1.7 billion. And that's from like buying and selling starships. Mission complete. Hand in mission. Yay! I got Gex standing. And then level 2, we'll do this one. This one should be relatively easy. Start mission. Okay. I got turned around really easily. Undiscovered planet located for a floral survey. So they want me to scan plants on a specific planet. Just in this general direction. Where is it? Where do they want me to scan? I don't know. Let's go this one. Didn't say where I'm supposed to scan, did they? Log. Track and scan planetary is from a specific planet. Consult the galaxy map while in space to locate the survey location. Hold on. They said specific map. Oh. They want me to go to another star. Okay. Well, I have to go to a different star system to do my scan. That's interesting. So there's a little icon next to the galaxy that was telling me that this is the galaxy they want me to do the scan in. And then I find the icon. And I... Oh. Whoa. Come on, fly straight. And I go to the planet. And they want me to do a floral survey. They're probably going to want me to scan a certain number of plants at this location. So all you got to do is land, scan everything you see until it's done. It's super quick. Hey, Jaked up. Welcome in. So we're going to come down here. This is my location. Doesn't necessarily matter where I land. And the first thing I'm going to do is scan this jerk. Or I can't scan him, so I'm going to shoot him. Oh, I can't shoot him. Wrong gun. Can scan some animals. I guess you can't scan the hazardous flora. That's kind of stinky. Okay, let's find plants to scan. Plant. That was a rock. Scan that plant. Scan this plant. I need to scan 6 plants. I've found 3 so far. You can zoom in with your scanner if you want to scan some plants or something from far away. Jerk. Let's take you out, dude. Okay. So we're looking around. These are hazardous. They're not actual plants. So we're looking around for new plants that we haven't seen. Sometimes there's some plants underground. So we're just going to wander around the planet a little bit. Try to find some stuff and not die. We've already scanned these things. We know what they are when you hold the scanner over them. Honestly, these kind of missions are actually kind of annoying. Especially for a planet like this that only has 6 plants. They want me to find all of them. No. Okay, let's look. So if you want to get more information about a planet, you go to your Discoveries tab. And it's going to tell me that I've discovered 2 out of 12 fauna. It doesn't tell me how many flora there are, but I've discovered 2 and I've discovered 4 minerals. So it's going to keep track of how much you discovered. And then for every planet that you discover stuff on, you can upload what you found before. And you can upload them at any time. You basically just upload all your discoveries. Now, you can either get paid for uploading your discoveries that way, or you can go talk to Helios, and Helios will let you trade in your knowledge, but he doesn't always want plants or fauna or anything specific. He kind of changes his mind with what he wants. So now I'm in a cave, and I can scan this. That's a plant. I can scan this. Hazardous flora. Is there anything else here to scan? Not really. So remember I was telling you last time, how do you get out of a cave? If you're in a cave and you don't know the way out, just shoot upwards at a 45-degree angle, dig a tunnel to the surface, and then go to the surface. If your tunnel doesn't get you far enough up in the first shot because you don't have enough range, just do it again. You can always get out from wherever you are underground. There is a building over there. I could head that way. I want to see what that is, actually. What is a fossil bed? I don't know what a fossil bed is. That's new. It's hard to tell like what's like decorative plants and what is like plants that I need to scan. So I need three more. I've gotten 3. What is a fossil bed? I don't even know what a fossil bed is. Huh. What is this? Oh, this is like a new thing. I've never seen this before. What's up, dude? Blah, blah, blah. He's sketching plans and imagining some complex schematic. Request. Okay, he's just a regular guy to talk to. Technology. He's just a random dude just sitting here. And I can talk to him and learn a word. Corvex. Yep, you're welcome. Okay, you don't like your own word. Fine. This is like a new thing. I just got a bunch of dirt. What am I doing here? What are you doing? Browse fossil archive? What is all this stuff? My offer. I don't have any idea what any of this stuff is. I can sell stuff here. That's cool. But I don't know what that is. That's weird. But anyways, it's actually at the end of my time. I am going to continue wandering around this planet aimlessly until I find 3 more plants to scan. So I can finish this mission, and then next time we'll be back at the space station, maybe with a new ship, and we'll continue on with the next step in the Artemis quest once I actually finish this mission to get enough standing, and we go talk to Artemis again after we have to go back to that trade depot. So next time we'll go back to that trade depot and continue on with this quest. I want to say thank you for everyone for being here. Thank you for watching. Water having too many triangles in GE. You need to make your water in Blender and reduce the number of triangles by, I forget what the word is, but basically you reduce the number of triangles by making the water shape simpler. Unfuddle or something like that, or I forget what the word is. It's a word. Anyways, I have 3 more plants to find on this planet, and this planet is like barren, so that's going to be freaking annoying. So I'll continue working on that, And next time we'll come back and we'll keep going on this quest. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming. Decimate, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. And we'll catch everyone next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.